There are plenty of things you can criticize Jay Cutler for, and trust me, I have. But toughness is not one of them. Cutler returned to the field for the Bears this week, and he led the Bears to their first win of the season against Oakland. He wasn't perfect, and his fourth quarter interception was terrible. But after throwing 2 touchdowns and leading a game-winning field goal drive, no one should question that he's the best guy to lead the Bears right now. Welcome to the NFL, Todd Gurley. The St. Louis Rams running back technically made his pro debut last week in Week 3, but he really arrived on Sunday, rushing for 146 yards in the Rams' win against Arizona. This was good news for patient fantasy owners who waited on Gurley, but even better news for the Rams, whose offense looked completely transformed with Gurley in the backfield. The Rams are now 2-2, with both of those wins coming in the division, but they need an even bigger day out of Gurley next week at Green Bay. I'm going to pat myself on the back here just for a second about my really early preseason prediction that Falcons coach Dan Quinn was going to win Coach of the Year, because right now there is no hotter team in the NFL than the Falcons. Their 48-21 win against Houston on Sunday does not indicate just how much of a blowout that game really was. Quinn has a defense that was ranked last in the NFL last year, playing really well, while Atlanta's offense is just downright scary. Rex Ryan's Buffalo Bills were booed at home during Sunday's loss to the New York Giants, and it's hard to fault Bills fans for being upset. Ryan's team committed 17 penalties in the loss, and while there are surely lots of things that go into something like that, it's a big sign of an undisciplined team, and that starts with coaching. The Bills are not a good enough team yet to make up for those sort of mistakes, especially when the Flags wipe out touchdowns like they did twice on Sunday. Let's look at the AFC South, because I'm sorry, this entire division deserves scoring this week. Well, except for maybe the Titans, since they were on their bye. But after watching the Colts and the Jaguars go to overtime, with Indy's 40-year-old backup quarterback Matt Hasselbeck eventually leading the game-winning drive, and then watching the Houston Texans completely implode in Atlanta, no one in this division looks like a real winner right now. And lucky for all of us, the Thursday night game features the Colts at the Texans. I can't wait. So many Miami Dolphins deserve criticism this week after an uninspiring performance and a loss to the New York Jets in London. But as the highest paid defensive player in football and as the Dolphins' big-name free agent, it has to start with defensive tackle Ndamukong Suh. The Dolphins signed Suh to be a run defender and a force as a pass rusher, and so far neither of those things have transpired. The Jets rushed for more than 200 yards on Sunday in London, and Suh, he still hasn't recorded his first sack of the year.